Hola. Welcome. How are you? Hello. We're going to play the breakdown intro again. All right. Just because there might be some people who haven't seen it before, and I'm kind of proud of it, you know, and I like watching it. So we're going to play that again, and then we're going to do the main event, and then we're going to act like that never happened. You've been better. What's going on, brother? How you doing? What going on? I said. So, obviously, stress related to your heart. Same thing happens to me whenever I take like 2 hot showers and stuff like that. So you might want to go to a heart doctor just to kind of have that looked at and see if everything's pumping the way that it should. Because it could be somewhat related to, you know, improper blood flow or irregular heartbeat or anything like that. Like, I have an irregular heartbeat and a heart palpitation. So not only does my heartbeat wrong, it skips way more often than most people. So like sometimes I'll feel my heart just go like really fast, and then sometimes I'll feel it stop, which is kind of crazy because I'm just like, oh damn, I died for a second. Pseudo seizures, some misfire in my brain type shit, fun stuff. And the nosebleeds are a process or precursors to one happening, so I don't know if I don't calm myself down. Oh, okay. Okay, word. Well, calm down. Calm down. Let's chill out. Okay, we back. We are here. We are here. All right? We're exactly where we left off. I haven't touched anything. I haven't fucked with anything. I did not do anything. All right? It's the same match. I see I didn't break the stream entirely. No, what's going on, Cole? Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you for the... I don't think you ever actually got the chance to hear me. But thank you for the subscription and the gifted sub. I appreciate you, brother. I have no idea what happened a couple minutes ago. I have absolutely no idea. I restarted my router and everything is fine up to this point. Thank you, DK. I appreciate it. I worked pretty hard. It took me like an entire day because I redid the breakdown intro and a whole bunch of other shit. Now let's see if we can get through the main event. Let's see. Droofy throws Elijah Baker over the top rope, sends him onto the outside. Stomping down on the arm of Elijah Baker. He's got him by the back of the head, pulling on the dreads. That's not allowed. Droofy going for his first submission on the outside. Now, I turned it to where Falls Count Anywhere should be off in the Deathlock matches, the 2 out of 3 submission matches. I turned it to where that should be off. So it shouldn't do that anymore. Christy Zed gets Droofy thrown into her. Droofy's going to be a man unleashed at the moment. Misses the neck breaker. Double axe handle takes him down. Kick to the body. Good. That shit was always anticlimactic. I hope it turned that. I hope it turned it off. Big kick to the face. Elijah Baker drops him. Judging by how often they're staying in the ring, I'm hoping that is the case. Into the ropes. Gonna lurk and get me some food. Sounds good, DK. Sounds good. If you could, whenever you get a chance, if you could remind me what I need to do for DKNBA and when we are doing things, that'd be great. Because I'm gonna lie, I've forgotten. I know you need Adam Thomas. But other than that, what else and when? Send it in the DM, please, so I can refer back to it. I'd appreciate that. I just gotta plan shit accordingly. I know the creation stream is gonna be pretty long. I know the draft is right after. I know that's gonna be really long. I don't think it's this weekend because the draft should have been today if it was, but... Or no, the creation stream should have been today. The draft should have been tomorrow. Did I miss anything? Did I miss something? Looking forward to DKNBA. Already got Walter's application squared away. So am I. So am I. I think it's going to be a really fun time. It's going to let me get in my NBA fandom bag a little bit. Like, I'm a huge NBA fan, if y'all don't know. Dream Killer with the Dragon Sleeper. Got Elijah Baker locked up. Baker taps. Very early on in this match, and Droofy able to get him to tap. Droofy also in his original gear, getting rid of the Empire of Pain gear. I don't know how the points things work, so it's gonna be cool with that. So, essentially, how the points is gonna work is like there's a point redemption to have like tattoos put on your character. There's a point redemption for like custom shoes. There's a point redemption to have their animations changed. There's point redemptions to upgrade your badges. And then attributes, I believe we are doing per season. You're going to get better according to attributes. But the way that DK does point redemptions, he had it at SMW. The way that he does point redemptions are super fucking cool. It makes it very, like, the more you watch, the more interactive, the more involved you are in his community and in chat. Being a subscriber, rating him, staying for raids into him, like all that shit. It makes it to where that all that stuff matters way more, and you actually like get something out of the channel points. And it makes it to where he gets something out of the channel points as well, to where you're able to use your channel points to kind of push things ahead. Because if you're not a streamer, obviously you don't know this, but we don't make jack shit off your channel points. There's not a damn thing in the world that we make off them bitches. They're just there for you. Stream was hiccuping there for a minute. Don't know if it was me. We've been at 5,000 to 6,000 the whole time on my end, from what I've seen, hopefully. Big elbow to the face from Elijah Baker. Droofy firing back. The head of Droofy trap. Plants him. It's not going to win him this match. He's got to get a submission. He's got the neck of Droofy isolated. Drew able to get out of it. Throws him into the ropes. Big punch to the face. Elijah Baker goes down. Got him by the back of the head. Big elbow to the body. Drop kick takes him down. Going up to the top rope. Elijah Baker calls Droofy to his feet. This is never a good idea. Droofy with very fast reflexes. Elijah Baker gets the clothesline off the top rope to land. Drew with his leg already on the rope in preparation. Elijah Baker bulldozes through Droofy. Droofy catches him with a clothesline to the back of the head. Elijah Baker goes down. Missing. Baker Throws Drew over the ropes. Spear sends him onto the outside. Baker heads on out. Follows after him. Drew kicks him off. Oh, 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 oh. No, it hiccuped on my end that time. Big kick to the face. Going for the cover. Or not a cover, going for the submission. Elijah Baker's got Drew on the outside. Folding him in half. Drew gets the reversal. Able to get out of it. Drops the knee across the face of Elijah Baker. Throws him into the ring post. Drewfy's got the back of the head, or got him by the back of the head. Elijah Baker throws him into the ropes. Going up to the top. Baker takes down Drewfy once again. Stomps down on the hand, goes over the top rope. If I can join, I don't know who to bring, lol. You can join. Or if I join. Okay. Word. I put can in there when there wasn't supposed to be. I don't know who to bring. Hey, you can bring up to 4 people, man. Women's wrestlers, tag team wrestlers, and men's wrestlers, all welcome. We just, active promoters are what we prefer. We got a couple of them. We're always looking for more of them. We got some ghost promoters who will show up, write a promo every once in a while. Whatever preferred promo style you've got, we accept. We like, text, video, any of that shit. I don't really care. It's all up to you. Into the ropes, big punch to the body. Drewfy. Big elbow to the face. Drew's lining Elijah up. Dragon Sleeper misses that time. Power bomb in the middle of the ring from Elijah Baker puts Drewfy down. Cole Windsor, Cole Cross, Cole no last name. We don't have any Coles. Drewfy's got Elijah Baker got Drew trapped in the middle of the ring. Goes for the tap. Drewfy taps out and Elijah Baker ties this match up. Whoever walks away with the next submission will be the winner in this match. Big knee to the side of the face. I have other characters too. You forgot Eden. Hey. Said you can have 4. Technically I have 5.5. True. 2. Or true. Very true. Whole team of Coles. Hey. Elijah Baker, big elbow drop across the chest to Drewfy. Baker lines up Drew. Reverses with a headbutt. Chop misses. German suplex. Goddamn, he has a gas tank. He does have a gas tank. Drops him on his shoulders. Baker pulls Drew farther into the ring. Going for another submission. Stretching the back and neck of Drewfy. Looking to tap him out right here. Keep his championship. Drewfy gets out of it. Chop to the chest. Drewfy not going down without a fight. One of the men who has made the Deathlock Championship mean something. Holding it for the longest amount of time besides Ace Anderson. For the same amount of time as Ace Anderson, actually. I believe they tied at the amount of time that they both held it. Big kicks from Elijah Baker. Drewfy taking all of them. Doesn't withstand the last one. He falls. Crawling into the corner. Looking for a little bit of solace, a little bit of peace. Catching more kicks to the chest and the body. Baker's lining him up. Drew, head trapped. Baker's got him up. Folds him over. Middle of the ring. Stomps down on the hand. Elijah Baker stretches the back of Drewfy. Is he going to tap? Baker lets go of the hold. Heads up to the top rope. Hits him. Drew's back up to his feet. Catches him with the Dragon Sleeper. Out of nowhere, as a surprise, Baker gets out of it. Kick to the back. Drew with a reversal sends Pierce over the ropes, catches him with a knee to the body. Off the top, forearm to the face. Drewfy goes down. I got so many different names in my head right now. Elbows to the body. Chrissy Zed watching from the outside as Drew fights for his life. Baker actually, it's Elijah Baker. Yeah, that works. I don't know. I thought I was talking about Baker. What the fuck? Elijah Baker crawling into the corner. Drewfy takes advantage. Double axe handle across the chest. Flips him over. Drewfy wants Elijah to stand. Drewfy gets him again. Back of the head. Bounces his face off the top turnbuckle, busting Elijah Baker wide open. Hammering him into that top turnbuckle. Drops him. Baker back up to his feet. Spear from Baker. Folds Drewfy in half. Stomps down on his hand. Baker going for the cover. Bending the opposite way of that spear. Drewfy fighting for his life right in front of Christy Zed. Elijah Baker lets go of the hold. Drew gets out of the way. Hit that right there after missing the first time. Drew switching grip. Elijah Baker taps. Drewfy becomes the first ever 3-time Deathlock champion, winning back a championship that he helped make prominent here in UCW. Elijah Baker put up a hell of a fight and almost had him. But when it came to the end, Drewfy walked out with the victory. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, in our first match of the evening, Owen Thomas became the #1 contender for the Deathlock Championship. He will take on Drewfy in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks for the Deathlock Championship. Drewfy obviously preoccupied next week with a #1 contention match. He's not a submission guy? No. No, he's not, but it was fun. He got a title under his belt. He got a main roster title. He's not green anymore. He's looking good out there. After that, we had Evan Russell retain against Drake Frost, keeping the Breakdown Prince of Carnage Championship in his hands. After that, Darren Briggs and Tom Richards of the Crimson Syndicate moved forward in the United We Fall Tag Team Hell tournament. And after that, Ace Indigo in his UCW debut defeated Wayne Jones, James Wagner, and the Skill Tree QLG. Yeah, 2 weeks. Drewfy's got a match on Breakdown next week to decide the #1 contender for the Breakdown World Championship. He attacked the Breakdown World Champion last week after he lost the Deathlock Championship. Him and the Breakdown World Champion were a part of a faction. He attacked him. They are no longer a part of a faction, obviously, and he is being put in a match with the former Breakdown World Champion and the winner of the match that we had later that I'll tell you here in a second. They'll all have a match next week to decide the Breakdown World Champion #1 contender, and then Drewfy will defend the Breakdown or the Deathlock Championship against Owen Thomas after that, just to free up the room and make things make sense. That way he's not working double duty, because James Wagner working double duty tonight was not ideal. It wasn't planned. Wade Jones, Ace Indigo, James Wagner in the Skill Tree QLG. Ace Indigo in his UCW debut taking down Wade Jones, who also had his UCW debut, as well as James Wagner in QLG. After that, Bellatrix defeated Marie Kelly and Rose Daniels to win the #1 contenders' rights for the Breakdown Women's World Championship. She will take on Santana Storm at some point because I haven't decided when I want that match to happen, but she is your #1 contender. After that, Baker Pierce, Braden Brown, Ogre, and King Hipsta went to war, and Baker Pierce walked out victorious, taking down 3 of UCW's best to become the #1 contender for the Prince of Carnage Championship. Oh, wait, no. This is the #1 contender. I'm all Sipes to lost. I'm lost on my notes right now. This is the match that decided who was going to face Droofy and Dad Trainer next week to decide the #1 contender. I got lost in the notes. And then we had Droofy versus Elijah Baker. Droofy wins back the Deathlock Championship. It is up to Elijah Baker to cut a promo if he would like to have another rematch, as he was a former champion and does have that opportunity. However, as I said last week on Breakdown, I'm not going to give you your rematch clauses unless you let me know via promo that you want that rematch clause. It is no longer up to me to decide if you want to enact your championships clause or your championship clause or not. That is up to you. In real life, I wouldn't do it for you. You'd have to cut a promo, go out there and be like, I want my rematch and all that shit. So we're using that same logic. That's gonna be all for me though, y'all. That's all I got. That's all I got this evening. We're gonna find somebody to raid. If you're on YouTube, appreciate you. Have a great time. Hope y'all have a great night. If you're on Twitch, stick around for the raid. I know we lost a couple of people whenever the stream went down. It's completely fine. Let's go find somebody to show some love to. Who are we following that's live at the moment? We aren't really following anybody that's live that we usually raid, so let's go raid this guy. I don't know who this is. They don't have a webcam, but let's go raid this person. Maybe they have commentary.
There's so much going on.
They do have commentary. That's all it really takes for me to raid another Efed, is you got to be able to speak on a mic. Let's go show some love, y'all. Bye.
She's trying to retain. She's trying to